So, one thing I did want to address is that a lot of people have this false conception that, to be Creole, you have to be, mixed. Like, usually they think of somebody who's like black, but, quite European. And in some contexts, that does apply. And, a lot of us even have that bias too, like where we see someone who is, clearly, a mix of African and European, they'll be like, oh, that girl look real Creole. You know what I mean? But that you don't have to be that, right? There are Afro Creole populations, even within the Louisiana Creoles, there are Afro Creoles. There are a lot, like, think about Haitians. Haiti has the most Creole speakers in the entire world. One more time, Haiti is the country that has the most Creole speakers in the entire world. And most Haitians are what? Afro Creole. A lot of them are not overwhelmingly European. They're actually, have been listed, according to studies, as the Haitians are the most African, individuals in this on this side of the world. So that, you know, and that just brings me to like talking about the Gullah Geechee, right? So according to DNA studies, the Gullah Geechee are distinguished by being significantly more African than African Americans. And that's why, sometimes, or typically, I personally consider it to be a separate ethnicity. Why I talked about it in the podcast, go listen to it if you want to hear more about that. But that's one of the things, like, according to the 23andMe study, I believe they got that the average African American is a 74% African, whereas for Gullah Geechee, they got about 90%. That's a big from 74 to 90 is a really big difference, honestly. That makes a significant difference. And when we talk about being Creole, a lot about being Creole is, yes, having a blend of two cultures. But in order to do that, you need to preserve the other culture. So a big part of being Creole is preserving that African culture. That could be in terms of language, in terms of food, in terms of spirituality. And we definitely see that among the Gullah Geechee. We see the language preservation in the Gullah language or Sea Island Creole. We see the food ways and stuff like that. Everybody's not eating red rice and okra soup and stuff like that, right? Or, and spirituality, there's so many things that make it distinct, and that's because they were isolated and less European.